calculated how many sheets are available inside the Excel. Those all sheets we are trying to load into the target. That's what we did it. As part of that process, you know now what is parameter, what is variable, what is for loop, okay, and different types of functions which are available in the ADF. It may be range function, it may be split function, it may be int into function, substring function, add function, subtract function. Those all functions we learned as part of the process. Now today we want to take somewhat one more dynamic case. We are trying to take it. What is the dynamic case is, there is a program, your upstream systems may be dropping the files into your lakehouse location. So this is our lakehouse location. Let us take it as. We given this lakehouse, inside the lakehouse, we must be created a folder, and we given that endpoint to your upstream systems. So for example, here we created a folder called as data, and we can able to share this folder path by going to the properties. Here we have the path is available. You can pass whatever path they wanted, ABFSS or HTTPS. These are the two paths what they can able to access it. Within the Azure environment, they are trying to drop the files. They can able to use this path. Totally outside it, not in the Azure environment, from totally outside they want to drop the files, then they can use the HTTPS path, they can use it and they can drop the files into this location. Now, let us say we are trying to onboard one after one file, we are trying to onboard it. One after one file we are, and my context is here. Today you may have one file. So it's okay. We are they onboarded. They said as okay, we are dropping here that we have to load into this is the target table. You have to load it. They given that information. For example, tomorrow some other team may come and they give one more file, one more table, one more file, one more table. This is a continuation process. For example, at the moment, each and every time, developer should not do this all work. We need to create a single pipeline. That single pipeline should able to access the different sources and different targets through the parameter file. How the parameter file looks like is, for example, observe this parameter file. So what we are trying to tell the system is, okay, I have the bunch of sources and targets. My source is available inside this folder, AP folder, and the name of the file is emp.csv. I may want to create this one inside the schema called as AP schema, and the target table is called as this is the target table. Tomorrow, one more person may be coming and they're saying as, okay, account receivable, this is what the file, and you need to load into this the table. One more time, one more person is came, what will happen is this dictionary will be increases, right? One more file and one more target I have to handle. Here I'm handling, here how many files I'm handling. This is the one file related story, one file and two file. Tomorrow third file means third dictionary will be coming into the picture, correct? So I want to create a single pipeline. The single pipeline should read the whatever I defined inside this JSON file, whatever I defined, it has to read it. Whatever I configured accordingly, it has to load into the target. If you develop that kind of pipeline, for example, this is what the pipeline, what we are trying to develop it. So we are trying to tell to the system, okay, first read the whatever parameter file is available, read this one. This is step one. Once we read it, we are trying to loop here how many dictionaries are available, that many times we are going to loop it. In our example case, it is going to loop here 2 times, it is going to loop it because I have 2 dictionaries are available. And there is a possibility, sometimes they may drop it, sometimes they may not drop it. For example, whatever we have here, this is the daily, they're going to drop it. This one they're going to drop, let's say weekly once they're going to drop it. Or due to XYZ reason server problems are there, that's what they did not drop it. So if they drop it, well and good. If they did not drop it, then also well and good. My system need to run properly. The reason I'm trying to validate here, is it file is available really or not, I'm validating it. You know already exist is the one endpoint is available. The endpoint exists as the true and false boolean values, right? So if true means the file is available, false means file is not available. Then we are trying to validate this one if condition. If it is available, then we are trying to copy the file from LakeHouse location to maybe delta table or whatever it is. Okay, if not, then we are doing in the false statement. Anything we are doing in the here? No, empty. Empty means what? Just we are skipping it. Just we are skipping that cases, we are skipping it. Nothing we are doing if the file is not available. Okay, let's try to implement similar to this one. Let's try to implement it. Okay, now I want to go for example, let me give the scenario. So this is what my uh, source I have here. For example, emp.csv is available. Okay, let me create two more folders if required, just for our understanding purpose. This is I'm saying as AP, one folder, account payables, that meaning. Then we are also creating here one more folder. For example, let us say one more new subfolder, then saying as AR. So now I have here two folders. One is AP folder, which has nothing inside this one. Second, I have here AR folder. Again, it has nothing inside this one. Now, inside the AP folder, I want to upload a file. I want to upload it. Let us go and try to upload a file. The file is, I think in my downloads folder, I have the emp.csv must be available. Let's try to take that one. So emp downloads, then okay, I have here some file called as emp.csv. I'm trying to take this one. This is the name of the file. B100 emp.csv is available. So I'm going to the AR. Here also I want to upload a file. Let's try to upload it. So we are trying to upload file. Then we are saying as okay, browse it. Then DPT must be available here. Let's try to get that db.csv is available, and I'm trying to open that one, upload it. So I have my two sources are available here. So inside the AP folder, I have one source. Inside the AR folder, I have another source. This is what my source is. And in the targets case, as of now, under the tables, we have one schema. The schema is known as DBO schema is available. I don't have another schema. I don't have here. Just for our understanding, I'm trying to create here one schema named as AP. I have now one schema called as AP. One more schema also I'm creating here just for understanding AR. I'm creating it. Do I have any files in any tables inside this AP now at this point of time? No. So
No.
now you need to design a pipeline in such a way. Tomorrow they may come up with the one more thing called as supply chain management SCM folder, marketing folder, service folder, loyalty folder, sales folder, whatever they may be come up with here, and whatever schemas they may be come up with here. Your pipeline need to work as expected. Your pipeline need to work as expected. You're getting my point? That's what you need to design the pipeline. Is it theory is clear? If yes,
Yeah.
we'll go for the practical.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, 1 minute.